Hey everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a free flyer using Photopea. So you go to photopea.com and it's going to look like this, and we will make a free flyer. So now let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about today is how to change the color of the UI. So for example, you see the color is dark now. Sometimes you may want to change it. So we are going to click on more, and then we are going to theme. From here, we are going to click on white. So I'm going to click on File, New. And from here, we will change the name of the project to Flyer. So you see it's Flyer now, and we are going to change this one to inches. So this will be 8.5 width by 11. So by 11 height. All right, so 8.5 inches by 11 height. And the DPI, I'll keep it 72, but if you want to make it for print, you'll have to change it to 300. I'm going to keep it 72 for now, and I'm going to click on create. So once I do that, you'll notice that I'll have the canvas here. So this is your flyer. So this is your flyer. Now, let's say that we want to add a header. So to add a header, we can use the rectangular select tool, but before I do that, I want to add a color to the background. And the color that I want to add is this pink color. I went with the pink color. I'm going to click on OK, and then I'm going to edit, then fill, and click on OK, and you'll notice that it will add the color to the background. And you see right here, the layer will show you that the background is that pinkish color. So we are going to create a new layer now by clicking on this little thing. And right here, we can double click on it, and I'm going to name it header. So you see, it's header now. Our header is ready, but now we will have to add or make a header. So to do that, I'm going to go to the lasso tool, but I'm not going to use the lasso tool. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to use this polygonal lasso select. So I'm going to click on that one. So now to use this, I can click here, for example. I'm going up, left, like that. I want it to be aligned like that. So I'm going to click here, then go up, click here, here, and connect it back. So let me connect it back. So you see, we have made a selection. It's a rough selection, but it's okay. I'm going to change the color by clicking on the foreground color. And I'm going to choose white color, click on OK. Now we are going to edit again. Go to fill, click on OK. And as you notice, we have added that color there. And we can take a look at the layer. You'll notice that that part has been like that. So we are going to deselect that. So to deselect, you can press, oops, what did I do? You can right click on that tool and go to lasso and click anywhere to deselect. So we have that there. Now let's add some text. So we are going to go to the text tool. I'm going to click anywhere. So you see right here, we'll type in, but before we type in, we are going to choose a font. So I will choose Cascadia Mono, and I'm going to change the color. I want the color to be this pink color. So I'm going to click on the background color to pick that color and click on OK. And I'm going to say buy one, get one free. All right, so I'm not going to add the word free there yet, but I'm going to say buy one, get one. So let's resize it. So to resize it, you can press Ctrl A or Command A to highlight it. And up here, you can click on this size and you can drag it up to the right. You'll notice that it will resize it. So I'm going to keep it about 62 pixels. And now I'm going to click on confirm here, or you can press enter. It will do the same thing. So buy one, get one free. And now we will have to rotate it just a little bit. So I can right click here. I'm selecting the lasso tool. So I clicked on the lasso tool and I'm going to right click here, go to free transform. So now I'll be able to rotate it. All right, so I'm gonna adjust it a little bit to make it look nice. Okay, I'm gonna paste it here. So it says buy one, get one. But now I want to add the word free. So before I do that, I'm going to add an image to the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here, go to free transform, and drag it down a little bit because I want it to be in the middle. So you see my text, I'm going to keep it like that. So buy one, get one, and then I'm going to add an ice cream. So I'm going to add the image of an ice cream here. And the website that I'm going to be using is going to be Unsplash. So go to unsplash.com and you can basically search for an image. So I'm going to search for ice cream. So I'm going to use this basic one. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to right click on it, go to copy, and go here. I'm going to click on the background just to make sure that it's going to be pasted above it. So I'm going to press Ctrl V or Command V if you are on a Mac. So you can also go to edit and go to paste. So you'll notice that we have pasted it there, but it's so huge. So we'll have to resize it. So to resize it, you can choose the lasso tool, right click, go to free transform, click on it. And from here, we will move it around. So you see it's so huge. So we'll want to move it and probably up, when we see this pointer, we can resize it and move it up and adjust it with our canvas. So maybe let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so like this maybe. Yeah, like this. Okay, and let's see if I have more space here. So I'm going to keep it like that, but I want my ice cream to show up here. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to click on check up here, confirm, or I can press enter. It will do the same thing. So I have that there. Now let's add some stroke here. But before I do that, I want to add the word free. So you see it says buy one, get one, but we don't know what is it. So we'll have to say buy one, get one free. Now we are going to the text tool again. I'm going to click here and I'm going to type in free. So I have typed that in. Let me select it and choose a font. So I'm going to go with maybe this one will work. Yeah, this one should work. So I'm going to keep it like that. Now we'll have to resize it. So select all of the word free and go to the size and go all the way up about 150 and I'm going to click on center and move it to the center. So I'm going to choose free like that. So you see it says buy one, get one free. So this word free, I want it to maybe stand out more. So I'm going to use something or a different mode. So you see now it's normal right here. You see it says normal. But if we click on the text and we click on these, you'll notice that these are some of the modes that you can try. But I'm going to use the multiply right here. So this is multiply. So once you click on it, you'll notice that the image in the background will appear now. So you see it's kind of transparent. So I'm happy with it now. I'm going to right click on the word free and go to blending options. So now from here we are going to add some stroke. So stroke is basically the edge. So we are going to click on stroke. So you see my stroke has appeared, but I can click on the stroke now to see the options, and I can change the color of the stroke. So one click here and go to, you can choose a color from here. Actually, you can choose any color that you want, but I want to choose this yellow here. So I can click on it, and if I take a look at it, you'll notice that I have that yellow color there. And let me click on OK. And let's change the size of the stroke. So maybe increase it about 9. So you see we have that there. And I can change it. So I can change it to something else. So you see I can try to make it look better and stand out. So I can go maybe with pink, how it looks like. You see I can make it black, it will stand out, or white. So you'll have to choose, it's your choice. So it's your choice how you want to make it stand out, but I'm going to choose this yellow, but let me move it to the orange a little bit. So I'm going to slide it down over orange here. Okay. So I have that there. So now let's add the same effect to the header. So to do that, I can click on this arrow to the right, and you'll notice that it will show me the effect. So this effect is applied to this text. If I want to apply it to the header, I can basically press Alt on the keyboard, or if you're on a Mac, you can press Option. And if you're on a Mac, you can press Option. So keep it pressed and drag it and drop it on any layer. So I'm going to drop it on the header. So let's see what happened to the header. So you see this is what happened to the header. And let's add it to the text in the header. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to press Alt. And if you're on a Mac, you press Option. So drag it and drop it on that one too. So you see, we have added the same effect to the header, but you see for the header it's too much. Maybe we'll have to adjust it. So to adjust it, we are going to right click on it, go to blending options, and basically click on stroke and slide it down. Okay, so we have that there, and we can, maybe if you're not happy with the color in the header, you can click on color overlay, and you can change the color to a different one. So you see now we are changing the color to a different one. So maybe I'm going to keep it like that, and let's drop some shadow. So I'm going to click on drop shadow, and it will drop some shadow there. We can click on shadow to adjust the opacity. I'm going to change it to normal, and the distance I'm going to slide it to the left. So you'll see that there is some shadow behind it. Now click on OK. So this is what we have so far. But you see the background, I mean the ice cream is kind of hidden. So maybe I'll have to move the word free down. So I'm going to click on free and right click here, go to free transform and drag it down a little bit. So I'm going to keep it there and press enter. Now we will add more colors to the background image. So you see the background image, it doesn't have colors. So maybe we'll have to add more saturation to it. So to do that, I'm going to click on that image layer. And from here, we are going to click on image adjustment, then go to hue or saturation. And right here, we will see some options. So now this is the master. If we increase the saturation, you'll notice that the color of the background will change. So I can move it up. I can slide it around 67 or 65. I don't want to go all the way up because you see when I go all the way up, you see some colors change. So I don't want that. I don't want that. So you see there's a lot of light here, for example. It damages the image. So we will have to basically slide it down a little bit, maybe around 65 or 63. And we can play with the lightness. So lightness, I'm gonna keep it like maybe -2. And for the hue, you see I can change the color to a different one. So maybe it's not a good idea to touch the hue at all. All right, so let's so I clicked on reset. If you're not happy with it, you can click on reset and add saturation. All right, so when you click on reset, it will just reset them for you. Now I have that there. So let me click on OK and zoom out. So this is what we have, guys. Maybe around the word free, instead of saying instead of adding this orange color, I can choose a different color for that. So I can click on the word free, right click, go to blending options, go to stroke, and you see my stroke is orange. I can click on it and change it to a different one. So I'm going to go with this yellow color because it's nice. And instead of saying 9 pixels, let's make it 6 pixels. All right, so I just added 6 pixels there. And let's add the shadow. So I'm gonna click on drop shadow. So we will not see the shadow here. You see, we kind of see it, but not a lot. So let's add or increase the opacity a little bit. So you see we have that there. Up to you. So you see I can choose the distance. So this is how far you want the shadow. So maybe I don't want to go a lot, just a little bit. And maybe change, if I change the color of the shadow, if by clicking on this color, I can choose, for example, this pink color from the ice cream. I'm picking the color from there. So I'm going to click on OK, OK again. So you see we have made this basic flyer. You see this ice cream is kind of behind this line, so I don't want this line. Maybe I want to make it thinner. So to do that, I'm going to click on header and right click and go to blending options. So from here I'll be able to click on stroke and probably drag it down to 3 pixels. So I have that there. If I use a shadow, let's see if shadow is going to work better. So you see shadow works a lot better than stroke. So you see stroke is, you can use both, but I would use just drop shadow there. So you see it's nicer now. So if I click on OK, it looks a lot better. So it says buy one get one, and I can move the word free up a little bit. So you see I can move it up. I can place it anywhere I want. But I'm going to place it maybe here. Okay, so it says buy one, get one. Free. So this is the front page of a flyer. But if we take a look at some flyers, so flyer examples, for example, front and back for printing. So for printing, you'll notice that you have to have the front. So for example, in this example, you see that this is the front of the flyer and this is the back side of the flyer. Let's say that this is the front. So this is the front. All right, so this is the front. We have designed the front. And now let's design the back of it. So you see the back of it is really simple. So you just add some title here. And I'm just showing you an example. Maybe let's design something like that. So to do that, I can go here. I can click on File, New, to make a new canvas, and I'll say flyer background, and the width will be 8.5 inches by 11, and then click on Create. So now let's say that this is the background. So the background, like the background color has to match the front page. So you see, this one has this yellow background. So let's add something similar here. So I'm going to pick that color. So to pick the color, I'm going to use the eyedropper tool, which is this tool. So if you click on it, you click anywhere and it will pick that color basically. So I'm going to choose this dark yellow, and I'm going to apply that color here. So this is the background. So you see I'm on the background of the flyer. I can go to edit, then go to fill, and OK. So we have that color. We can add a title basically. I'm going to click on the text tool, but before I do that, maybe I want to move my text from here. I can move it. So to move it, you basically select what you have. So you see where it says buy one get one, and I'm going to click on the free and the header. They're all selected. I'm going to drag them onto the other one, and I'm going to drop them there. So you see we have them there already. It's the same thing. Everything is the same except for the background color. Something happened there. So let's maybe duplicate the background color. So to duplicate, you basically right click on it and you go to duplicate layer. So you see now the background is kind of back. So now we will add a text box by clicking on the text. So let me zoom in. So this is the text. Click and make a box here. So this is the text box. You can say, for example, you can type in whatever you want, but I'm going to say buy an ice cream and get one for free at the participating store. Limited time offer. For example, you can add anything you want, but I'm going to keep it like that. And if I want to make it more appealing, I can center it. So to make it centered, I'm going to click on this little thing and it will be centered. So buy ice cream, get one for free at the participating store, limited time offer. Expires on, for example, I don't know. So now it's November 20. I can say, for example, December 10th or something like that. So this is how you add to the flare. But before I do that, I'll move it up a little bit. So I'm going to right click on it and go to free transform, move it up a little bit, and resize it to make it stand out. So we can add another image of an ice cream. So let's look for another ice cream. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to copy it, paste it here. Make sure that it's over the background. So make sure that it's over the background so everything else will be on top of that layer. See, I have that there. Let me resize it. So I'm going to choose the handles. Maybe I'm going to place it like this. and I'm going to press enter. So let's resize it a little bit more. I want to make sure that the ice cream can be seen. Okay, maybe like that. And I'm going to move the text up. Okay, so this is the back side of the flyer. And this is the front page. So this is the front page. So this is the back page, and this is the front page. Maybe the buy one get one here is nice, but on this one, it's a bit different. So if I remove the header from this page, might look more appealing. So to do that, to test things, you can turn off the layer by clicking on the eye tool here. So if you click next to the text tool, you'll notice that the text will disappear. If I click on the eye next to the header, if I turn it off, that one will go away too. So now this is the background or the back side of, so this is the back side of the flyer. I'm going to move the word free up. So let me just do that real quick. Resize it. When you're happy with it, click on it. All right, so now this is the back side of the flyer, and this is the front side. So this is the front page, this is the back page. So before I end this video, I want to show you how you can save this file. You can go to File and Save as PSD. This will save it as Photoshop. Or you can click on Export As, and you can change it to PNG. And as you notice, it will show you here. So you can view it, click on Save. It will download it on your computer. And you can do it for the background too. You can click on it, go to File, Export As, PNG, and it will do the same thing for the background. But now, let's see. You see now this one looks much better than the front. So maybe we can move this background color here. So to do that, that's going to be a little bit hard, but it's not impossible. I can pick the color here, so I can go to the color picker, which is this one. I can click here, and I can go to the background. So click on the background, go to Edit, Fill, click on OK, and we are going to simply drag and drop it over the image. So you see this is the front page, but now I want this object. So I want this object to stay here. For example, the ice cream and the hand. So to do that, I'm going to turn off everything. So I have turned off all of these. And now I only have the image here. So let me go to the selection. So you see there is a selection here. So if I right click here, you see I have the object selection. So this tool, with this tool, I'll be able to simply make a selection here, and it will select my ice cream. But now if I press Shift, and if I do it one more time, it will start selecting more things. So I'm pressing Shift, and it's selecting. All right, so I'll keep doing it until it selects everything. And we will adjust it later. So I'm pressing Shift, and I'm just selecting. I know it has made this rough selection, but it's okay. I'm going to go to Edit, Copy, and edit, paste, you will notice that right here we only have the ice cream and the background above it. So now I'm going to turn that off. So I'm going to turn the background off. And now we only have the ice cream there. So now I'll be able to go to the eraser tool, right click on it, go to eraser tool, and I'm going to change the size and simply remove this. All right. So I'm going to remove anything that's yellow around it. Now I'll do the same thing for this part over here. So if you don't have a mistake, you can press Ctrl Z or Command Z to undo it. So take your time. Don't rush when you remove the extra parts. So if I zoom out, you'll notice that the background is nice, and we have removed the other one. And now we can turn everything on. So we can turn on the text, the header, and the buy one and the get one. So this is the front page now, and this is the back side of the flyer. So you see now it's much better because you see the background color kind of matches. All right, so you see this one has this gray nice color, and this one also has the same color. So this is how you make a basic flyer using Photopea. You can also use the same skills on Adobe Photoshop. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, everyone. You can share your work with me on Discord. Alright, so I will see you all in the next videos.